Live, where news comes first. This is WECT News.
Good evening and thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Daniela Hankey. New at 11 tonight, downtown business owners and a Wilmington City Council member are calling for change. They say they want to see the safety of the downtown area improve. It comes after several incidents and a deadly shooting over the weekend. WECT's Delaney Tarpley spoke with Council member Luke Waddell, who took to social media outlining what he thinks would help the area. She's live in downtown Wilmington tonight. Delaney, he told you it all came after talking to downtown business owners.
Yeah, Daniela, Councilman Waddell told me his phone was ringing off the hook, and there was a common theme. Most people believe the downtown area has changed, becoming less safe, and they'd like to see more of a police presence here. One business owner I spoke to today feels the same, especially with his business just being half a block away from that deadly shooting.
Things seem to be getting a little out of hand in the late nights.
Chap Wallace, the owner of Port City Cheesesteak, has worked in downtown Wilmington for nearly 20 years.
And it's beautiful and it's historic.
He believes the environment is changing and not necessarily for the better.
Up until a year or two ago, I don't recall anybody ever getting shot. You know, when a tourist Googles downtown Wilmington and the first thing that pops up is an article about a guy getting shot 4 times this past Saturday, nobody wants that.
A shooting over the weekend, less than half a block from Port City Cheesesteak in front of Isaac's, left one person dead. The gunman still on the loose. Another incident in downtown Wilmington had people running. Wilmington police say children were setting off fireworks in the middle of the street on July 4th. A 12-year-old was detained.
I mean, our kids have to be our #1 priority, and just allowing rampant lawlessness to go on with these minors running around is really a recipe for disaster.
City Council member Luke Waddell says other business owners like Wallace reached out looking for answers from the city.
Their message was pretty singular. What are you guys doing?
Frustrated at what he was hearing,
I think everybody understands that it is time to do something.
Waddell took to social media. In his post, he outlined 4 measures he'd like for City Council to take action on. 1, a public camping and trespass ordinance. 2, a curfew for juveniles. 3, accountability for bad actor bars who knowingly let in underage patrons. And 4, a review with Wilmington's new police chief of downtown police presence and strategy.
When you talk about public safety and lives being at stake, especially children's lives, I mean, that to me is paramount.
For business owners like Wallace, many of the ideas seem like they could help improve downtown safety. He believes something just needs to change before it's too late. Now, Wallace told me he also believes the key is having more of a police presence in downtown Wilmington during busy times. I reached out to Wilmington Police to learn what their current resources and strategies look like when they're working downtown. You can read their full statement to us over inside this story on your WECT News app. Live in Wilmington, Delaney Tarpley, WECT News.